from the Lakeside Newsroom of the Henrico Citizen, your hometown news source since 2001. This is the Henrico News Minute with publisher Tom Lapis.
Federal officials knew about potentially dangerous chemicals in Eastern Henrico water more than 6 months before local and state officials. We'll tell you more in today's Henrico News Minute. It's Monday, December 20th, 2021.
And now for the news.
Well, in late October, Henrico and state officials learned that significantly elevated levels of potentially dangerous chemicals known as PFAS were present in the White Oak Swamp and Chickahominy River Basin near Richmond International Airport in Eastern Henrico. But some federal officials knew about the chemicals as early as April. This is a story you'll only see in The Citizen. We learned that the presence of those chemicals in waterways near the airport had been established by the U.S. National Guard Bureau through groundwater testing at the former Air National Guard base at the airport sometime before April 15th. That's the date on which NGB Environmental Division Chief Elaine Magdanek sent a letter to a Sandston woman explaining the situation. In the letter, she wrote that ANG activities at the airport may have released PFAS into the water. The PFAS are long-lasting chemicals that don't break down. They can pose risks to anyone who drinks water that contains them. They are commonly found in a number of items, including firefighting foam, non-stick cookware, clothing, and other items. County and state officials didn't learn about the chemicals until late October. That's when the Newport News Waterworks, which had traced them to Eastern Henrico after testing the 300-square-mile Chickahominy River watershed, told them about their findings. That was the first time any agency had been notified about them, officials from each one have said in the weeks past. Now, the Air National Guard base at the airport ended its operations there in 2008. Magdanek's letter in April indicated that the NGB would be working with state agencies in the months ahead, specifically naming the Virginia DEQ. But DEQ Director of Central Operations Jeff Steers told the Citizen last week that no one from the NGB or any other federal agency ever contacted the DEQ or other state or local officials about the issue. In fact, they didn't learn about it until the woman who received that letter in April presented it to them during a December 1st town hall meeting about the issue in Verina. Now, I've got much more coverage of this topic right now on HenricoCitizen.com. And we'll have subsequent updates as available. Henrico Public Schools students have started using an online platform that's designed to help them map out potential career paths. The platform's called Major Clarity. It's designed to help students explore future careers that closely align with their interests, personalities, and skills. Some students are using the platform already. The remaining students in grades 4 through 12 will begin navigating the program during the spring semester. Henrico Schools entered into a contract with the company back in the fall of 2020. More than 75 of Virginia's 133 school divisions use Major Clarity, according to its CEO, Joe Besterling. Now, the platform is specifically tailored for each school division and school based on its course selections and graduation requirements. There are more than 80 different HCPS-specific academic pathways currently mapped into the platform. Today on HenricoCitizen.com, our education reporter Anna Bryson takes a closer look at the program and what it might offer to Henrico students. Last week, Henrico Schools reported its single highest weekly increase in COVID-19 cases in schools during this academic year. Between December 6th and 20th, the school system reported 149 new cases in its buildings, 77 in elementary schools, 24 in middle schools, and 40 in high schools. Since September 1st, there have been just more than 1,500 recorded cases in the school system, 800 in elementary schools. Last week's highest totals came at Godwin High School, where there were 18 new positive cases that resulted in 127 exposures. The school system so far has distributed about 1,900 at-home COVID testing kits to students and staff members. It's also required testing for athletes in winter sports, and since that testing began, 23 positive cases have been identified, according to Chief of Staff Beth Tigan. You can read more about this topic on HenricoCitizen.com.